Do you struggle with reading ahead when you're sight reading music? Well, did you know that there is an app that can help you with that? Hi guys, my name is Manu from Piano Sight Reading, where I give sight reading tips to pianists, and in this video I'm going to be talking about an app called Read Ahead. As far as I know, it's the only app out there that can help you with sight reading. So we're not talking about note reading, but actually sight reading. And you'll see what I mean in a moment. Now this app is for iPad. Unfortunately, you can't use it on any other tablets at the moment. There is also a version for iPhone and Android, but I wouldn't recommend reading music on a tiny little screen. So let's go into my account, and the first thing you see is where you left off. So the last time I was in the app, I was on level 1. Let me show you. So you have these levels. You have prep and then 4 levels. And prep only has 1 section, but the other levels, levels 1 to 4, they all have 3 sections. And in each section you have 12 days worth of sight reading exercises. And each level contains around 100 pieces and around 50 exercises. Let me show you an example if I go into day 1 here. Now the great thing about this app is that you have a series of activities that help you with sight reading. One of these is memory. So it explains you what to do here. And here you can customize the speed and the difficulty. So you can set it to lower speed or high speed, or you can even go here and pick a much lower speed or a much higher speed if you want. Let's say 50. And then you can choose the level of difficulty. So easy would be where you see a bar for 4 beats and then you have to play. Medium level is where you see the bar for a bit less than 4 beats, and hard is even less time. Let me show you how it works. So it will count you in. And then you see the bar flash, and then now it's your turn to play. So this is a great way to develop your memory, and being able to memorize chunks of music helps you read ahead. So that's the idea with this activity. Another activity is called touch, and this varies greatly, but it's about finding your way around the keyboard, and it usually prepares you for a piece that you have in that same day. So for example, with this one, for this one it's just a 5-finger position exercise. And then once you've done it, just click done. And then you move on to read ahead. And this is just a little description of the piece, who it's written by, and then a little instruction on what to do. So here you have a preview, so it's a good time to prepare before you actually start sight reading. And here, sometimes they will give you a little quiz just to make sure you paid attention. So here it asks you what key is this piece in, so I think it was C major. And again, you can customize your speed, and at the bottom you can choose to have the whole bar disappear or half a bar disappear, and you'll see what I mean in a second. Now for 4/4, I recommend doing half a measure, half a bar, instead of a whole measure, because I feel like you don't need to be able to read ahead 1 bar. I think, 1 or 2 beats is usually more than enough. So I would advise you to go for half a measure. So let's see what that looks like. So they give you 2 bars in. And as you see, as you progress, it removes the notes. So you have to keep looking ahead. And now the final activity that they have is sight reading. Again, same thing, you have a description. And here you don't have a metronome, you just do at your own pace, but the idea is that you use the skills that you've developed with, memory and reading ahead to do the sight reading exercises. And each section, if I show you this one and then these other ones, you'll see that the first 2 days of each section is available for free. And then if you want to unlock the other days, you then have to purchase. And if you want to buy an entire level, it's $14.99. Otherwise, if you want just the individual section, it's $5.99. So what are the pros of Read Ahead? Well, what I think is really unique is that it offers exercises for sight reading, like memory, keyboard orientation, pattern recognition, reading ahead, and so on. Another great feature is that it uses real music. So you're not going to find computer-generated music. It's all from existing music. And the music is well laid out as well. It's not all cramped up like in some apps. And you have a little introductory paragraph about the piece and the composer, which I think is nice. And you can track your progress. So it will cross out the ones that you did, like you see here. And as you saw in the beginning, when you first open the app, it will open where you left off. Another great feature is being able to set a practice goal. So you can name your goal and decide how many days a week you're going to be using the app. And you also have My Progress, which shows you how many days you've done in a row, and you can get trophies and things like that. Now, the cons of this app is that it's only available for iPad. And the navigation is not super intuitive. As you see, I have to go back to the menu. And then when you're doing an exercise, you can't go here, you can go back. But once you've started an exercise, that's it. You have to keep going. You can't actually stop. And you can't go back. So that's a little bit annoying. But the developers of the app are very friendly. They're both piano pedagogues, and they'd be happy to get your feedback. So you can email them at this address here if you want to share your opinion. So would I recommend this app? Yes, as a supplementary material to other sight reading material, I would recommend it. I think the activities that they have can really help with sight reading, but I think it's not enough just to use the app. It's still good to use other resources. If you're interested in trying this app, you can click on the link in the description below. It will take you to their website where you can download the app for free. So let me know in the comments if you've used this app before and what you think of it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy sight reading!